Hi guys, Roger here from the School of Hard Knocks, where I am the dean. I wanted to talk a little bit today about understanding attraction marketing. All of the so-called gurus, when they're writing articles about attraction marketing, just throw the term around like everyone automatically understands it. Now, this is certainly not to put your ability to understand or your intelligence in question. When I first heard the term, I automatically thought about looks. So, of course, after I thought about it for a while, I began to understand what it really means. You remember when you were a kid, how you always wanted to fit in? The kids who were physically talented, they were good at tetherball or soccer or playing tag, or maybe they just looked cool. They were the attractive ones. They didn't do anything to try to be attractive. They just naturally were. All of the other kids wanted to be around them because they had what the other kids wanted. The popular kids became even more popular because not only were the kids attracted to them, but were also following the crowd. Now the popular kids had two things going for them: the attraction factor and the fact that everyone else wanted to fit in. Now, I know a little girl whose identity will remain anonymous because of the possible, albeit slim, chance that she will ever see this video. But at the time, she was about 8 or 9 years old, and her biggest complaint in life was that she didn't have any friends. I think she had a couple, but for her it just wasn't enough. So I even had a couple of chances to watch her in action as she was put into family and friends situations, whenever there were get-togethers, and the harder she tried, the further away the other kids would get. She pushed herself on the other kids. She wanted to have a history, a story of friendship that's acquired over years, but she wanted it in about 10 minutes. "Do you like me?" was uttered more than once and was usually answered silently, but with a look. It must have been very painful for her. I know it was for me. So you know what I had to do? I had to rescue her. I had to teach her what was happening, what she was bringing on herself. I told her that what she was doing, trying to push herself on the other kids, was having the opposite effect. That just being herself and treating the other kids just the way she herself wanted to be treated, and having fun, would get the desired result in time. I guess I must have talked for an hour, pretty much saying the same things over and over again. Her face and her words said, "Oh, I get it." And you could see the excitement and anticipation bubbling up as she got ready to go back into the ring. I watched, feeling pretty good about having saved her, as she went back and did exactly the same thing she was doing before. To understand attraction marketing, it's pretty much the same thing. When I was first introduced to network marketing, and for way too long after that, I wanted to let everybody know about my opportunity. I'd call them, set up a time to get together, show them the opportunity, and then be completely confused and bewildered as to why they didn't get it as excited as I was. I'll think about it. I have to talk to my wife or my husband first. You fill in the blank. If you've done it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'd make myself feel better by saying, well, they just make their decisions differently than I do. They'll come around. Now it's the next day or a couple of days later, and I've just become that little girl, except I'm a boy. All of a sudden, I can't get anyone to answer the phone. Nobody will even come to the door. I'm chasing these people all over town, and the harder I chase, the faster they run. I don't want to make too long of a video on this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this up into a couple of parts. So this is Understanding Attraction Marketing Part 1, and I'll come back in a day or two and finish this story up. Maybe finish it up, or at least add to it anyway. So it'll be Understanding Attraction Marketing Part 2. I'm Roger, the Dean of the School of Hard Knocks. You take care of yourself. Keep smiling. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.